is up? Everybody. Hang on. We got some feedback looping going on already. Alright, that should be good. Hope y'all are doing well. It's Wednesday, midweek. What's up? Join the party. Hope your week's going well so far. It's been an eventful week for me, for sure. How about that debate last night, eh? I feel like I gleaned literally nothing new from it. No information to sway me one way or another. Granted, I barely watched it, so that's probably a big part of it. So, if y'all were here last week, you'll remember we picked the next song we're going to work on. And this is going to be a bit different because I feel like the song, we might not actually get to mixing today because we need to add some things to the song to make it ready to be a full thing. So that's what we'll be getting into today. So right now, this project is called Soft Saw Synth, something like that. Yep, Soft Saw Synth. Obviously that's a working title. If anybody comes up with any ideas through the course of listening to it, feel free to hit me up on chat and get me that suggestion, because I don't really got anything. But let's just give it a dry listen through to where it's at right now. Looks like it's pretty quiet. What up, Carlos? Alright. So what does this song need? Well, first of all, I think we probably want a B section. Because this loop is groovy and all. ridiculous. Ridiculous fade. What? So let's see here. We're a little bit limited on how we can vary our structure with, because this main chord noise was generated from so that's pre-baked, so we pretty much have that, and then we could chop it up for some variation. But essentially, the core of the song I would assume would be this. Is there two, four bar loops. So structure-wise, it is a little interesting because it's a 12-bar phrase, which is fine, I guess. I suppose. So let's listen to everything. How's that? Is that a little more balanced? I'm also not talking very loud. I could do better with that. But let me know if that's better. That is fair. That is a fair point you bring up there, sir. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, I am talking to Twitch chat, so if you want to join the conversation, got any questions about what I'm doing, or just want to hang out, come through. The link's in the description. Yeah. So, well, the first thing that comes to mind right now is I need some risers. And the question is, do I want to build them, or do I want to try to find one that fits the vibe from the various riser generating things that I have? Well, I know I want to do a real simple one in the beginning. So let's just build it for the heck of it. Is there anything on this channel? No? Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is Ableton has some fine basic synthesizers and plugins. Instruments, we'll call them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Ableton's wavetable. Boom, there it is. And so this is a wavetable synthesizer which uses wavetable synthesis, which the distinct part of that is you have these waveforms that kind of, I mean, you can load up literally any waveform into this thing. I can make this bigger. So yeah, it's a whole lot to look at for sure, but basically you have two waveform oscillators, and what differentiates wavetable synthesis from other forms of synthesis is that the waves are not just like a static they're not just a static waveform like you have, like we talked about the simple waveforms like just like your saw wave or your sine wave or whatever to make the most basic sounds. But this has a feature where the waves can like evolve, kind of, where you scroll through, and if I were to play you, make sure this track is armed. So you hear that tone. It's very quiet, very quiet. Let's see. So just as an example, so the waves will kind of morph as you adjust them, and you can set modulation and automation to this value right here, and you can go through, and it's really a good way to make like dynamic sounds that aren't like, of course, like there's envelope manipulation in like any sort of synthesis, but usually in the more basic forms of synthesis it's only like, it's more limited. And so with a wavetable synthesizer you can come up with a lot more unique noises, and it's what a lot of EDM producers use. They use this plugin called Serum, which is just basically the same thing as this with a couple more built-in features. What's up, cat? Something's making noise and spooking the cats. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't care. So this is probably a little more complicated of a synth than we really need to use for this, but because all I really want to do is generate white noise. So that's cool, actually. I kind of want to do like want to automate the envelope of that perhaps. So we go down here. This is where you can like patch and modulate to your heart's content, right? So what we have is an envelope, and we want to take this envelope. We want to make it just kind of. Right now, it's not manipulating anything. So what this does essentially is it applies the shape of modulation to whatever parameter you want to shape it to. So it works like any envelope has 4 basic elements to it. You have attack, decay, sustain, and release, where the attack is like how quickly how do I explain this? I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm feeling a bit slow. Attack is how the noise starts, right? So it doesn't get more basic than that. So let's just, for shites and giggles, go through it with volume. So this is right here is an amp, which means it indicates that it controls the volume of the thing. So right now the attack is sent. The attack is essentially, when it comes to volume, how long it takes for the noise to reach peak volume, which you set. Well, sometimes you can set how much of it is, but this is just how long it'll take to get to peak volume. So right now it's set at 0, so it starts at as loud as it's going to be. And the decay is how long it takes to drop down after the attack. So actually, this is a very fast attack, right? Just you press the button, immediately there's sound there. But if we were to delay the attack by like a couple hundred milliseconds, see how it kind of starts to scoop up. So that's attack. Delay is how long it takes to drop down to the sustain level, which is the next value from the attack. So the decay, if it's a short decay, it'll be like a little pop and go down to a sustain level. So you can hear that's a slow attack. It comes up and then shoots back down really quick. If we set the delay to longer, it's hard to tell because of the difference. So if we turn the sustain down even more, it takes a good bit to duck down in volume. And then the release is how long of a tail your song has, or your noise. So like a short release will mean as soon as you let go of whatever you're using to input information, you can use your keyboard. I have a little pad in front of me. I don't really have a camera set up so that you can see it. I use my keyboard a lot over there. But so the release will be if you let go of the button. Right now it kind of fades out in a smooth way, right? Like boom. Cool. But if the release were to be very short, it'd be very abrupt. As soon as I stop, it stops. So that's how that works. I think we want to do As far as volume goes, we just want a little bit long of an attack and then just a little bit of release, but everything else is the same. So we want to make the release even longer, maybe not 4 whole seconds. Cool. So now we want to go to this other envelope. And by the way, in Wavetable, you can pretty much map all these envelopes to any value on the synthesizer. So what I want to do is take this value, which is the wave position, and I want to apply it the envelope number 2 to it. And so you can set the degree to which that happens, and just for generational purposes, we're going to put it to 100% so we can tell what we're doing. So if only, oh, here we go. Okay. So right now we're starting at the maximum value of the wave position, right? So what we want is we want for it to sweep from up here we want it to sweep down to like this area. So we want to actually, you can set whether the envelope affects the value change in the way you would expect, or you can set it to do the inverse. So because we're starting from the maximum value and going to the mid volume, we probably want to put this around like -50, -40 for this particular noise. And then if we just move the attack back a little bit more, we can see what we got. So that's cool. We'll probably let it go a little bit further. But what happens if we go 100%? So I like that. Let's make the attack even longer. And we don't need a good release, because this is kind of just going to be like an abrupt little filler part. And you know, honestly, if we started from a little bit further down, that'd probably be better. So I like where that. So that's cool. It's not entirely the vibe that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is go into here and open up the second oscillator. And let's see. Let's see what this sounds like. So I wonder if we apply the same envelope to this, but going to the second oscillator, but going the opposite direction, what it'll sound like. That's pretty cool. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more of a white noise kind of thing. Pink noise will work. That's pretty wild. It's not exactly what I want. High pass noise might be better. Now, why does that have a bit of a release? Is it because this has a bit of a release? Now, what if the white noise is just static? That's not a very good noise. Just going through all these different weird noises. Crash. What is brown noise? Oh. I like it. But I think I like it with a different sort of slope to it. What if we were to do this? So this is our second envelope here. Or our third, technically, because our volume, our amp envelope is our first one. It's a little slow. It's a little fast. That's pretty cool. It's often so often when I get into making music, it kind of becomes a trade-off of how I want to spend my creative energy. Because it's like, yeah, I could be that guy who makes everything from scratch, but that makes every project literally take, if I were to do it consistently, it wouldn't take more than a week if I was persistent. But obviously, part of why I started this is because I am not motivated to do this very often, so I'm trying to hold myself accountable. So oftentimes when synthesizing stuff from scratch, I don't hit the mark of what I'm envisioning in my brain box. Like, I had for this noise, like, I don't even know if I want to use this noise for the original application that I was thinking, because I think I'll do a simpler riser for that part, but this is like a cool riser. It's going in the song, but it's kind of has thrown me off of the vibe of the song a little bit. And that's something I run into a lot when making music, is like, if I want to make a bunch of unique sounds, then it kind of saps all my creative energy and I don't necessarily get the product I want. So a lot of the times what I do is, I mean, I have so many plugins and stuff, and there's so many presets on all these plugins. Like, there's no shame in finding a preset that's close to what you were thinking and tweaking it until it is what you're thinking. It's easier, it's faster, and it just helps you keep the workflow up. So that's what I have to say about that. Alright, so I think I'm going to put this riser over here. Oh, that's the wrong hotkey. Let's try it at the default. So this is just something that kind of helps get from one section to the other and like kind of like broadcast that there's a change coming. And it's going to ultimately sit really low in the mix. I just want to see how what we've done so far vibes with the track. So that's a little aggressive. Probably needs to be an octave or two lower. That's too low. So we got some work to do. We got some work to do to make it good. Right now, It's definitely too much mids. I will turn on the low pass filter, the high pass filter. So that's cool. I think we're also going to layer this with another element that we'll build a little later on. Believe it or not. So this isn't bad. Let's see what kind of effects we got inbuilt to this. Before we do that, I have to pee. Yay, yay. I had a thought while peeing. I also changed the thing because the 15-minute thing is not entirely accurate. So what if we applied one of these two filters to this low pass filter over here so that it also, this is filter 1, so let's see what happens if we apply it to here and set this a little bit, oh nope, wrong one, set that a little bit lower. That needs to be a bit more dramatic. Oh no, wrong one again. What if it was the other one? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, it's been just me the whole time. What? Oh no, I changed the thing. Control Z, thank you. Let's see. I still think we want maybe a little bit lower. That's cool, I think. I don't know. What do you think? We got some cat molestation going on here. Choji, I'm catching your vile acts on camera. The world is watching. he does this thing a lot because I guess Chio's a sleepy, lazy cat compared to him, where when he decides he wants to play and she's still asleep, he'll start like licking her. You're like, oh, that's cute. He's helping groom her, and being a good big brother. But then he like starts gnawing at her and just like biting her neck, and all she's trying to do is sleep. He's got a dark side to him, that Choji. So yeah, this riser's cool, but I think we need another layer to it to help fill it out, so to speak. So we're gonna make a real quick and simple just white noise riser. So this is Ableton's operator. It's a FM synthesizer which takes more basic waveform shapes, and depending on, you can route the signal a bunch of different ways, but essentially it modulates, like one waveform modulates another waveform, and it creates a lot of interesting and unique sounds, and it's one of the first forms of synthesis that existed, as far as I know. Don't quote me. So this is fine. We gotta make this, probably doesn't matter, but we'll do this. Delicious. Alright, so we got white noise. It's all we really need. We're going to look at this envelope here. We're gonna put the tag back. No. What is this applying to? This is applying to the filter, I suppose. So let's turn the filter. Wait, nope, that's not the filter envelope. So let's turn the filter off. That's pretty cool. Now what I want to do here, we need to filter it, but we don't need to automate the filter. Just that, like, the white noise filter was more or less what I was picturing for this, but I wanted to add a more unique character to it, so, and it works for the most part. But what I want to do is take this spread, show automation, spread, just kind of, it widens, it multiplies the waveform and like detunes it slightly and puts the slightly detuned aspects of it in the left and right channels, so it just makes it sound like a bigger, thicker thing. So I automated it to go from 0 to 100 in the span of the riser. Now the interesting thing is, because it's white noise, detuning it actually don't do nothing. So we gotta turn this up to see if this actually did something. Survey says I don't think so. Well, let's turn it off and see if it made a difference. Oh, that didn't do nothing. I don't think it did anything. So we're just going to leave it alone, because why add data points when we don't need them? Just creates bloat of the file. So what we can do instead, am I using these reverbs for anything yet? I'm using this one. My favorite, convolution reverb. It's great, except for when it's not working. That should work, I think. So let's automate the send to that. That might give us the desired effect. Maybe a little bit before. Let's just solo these. Maybe we should do the same thing for this, or maybe we should just have it send to the reverb. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Yeah, we're gonna have to reevaluate that. So now, what I want to do is actually copy this white noise riser and do something a little slightly different with it. And actually, I want to put this right here. Oh. No, I don't want this at all. I just had a better idea. And you just hear me out. It's gonna be cool. Does this have anything on it? A lot of empty channels around here. What is this? What is this? That's cool. that needs some work, but that's a cool noise that can go somewhere, I think. Oh, look at me getting all distracted again. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. I should probably speak up. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Here's a thought. Here's a thought. I need a kick drum. Kick drum. Just want kind of a clean one. Let's see how that works. Reverse that boy. And we're going to transpose you at least 4 steps. Alright. That's pretty cool. It still needs to be, well, context is everything. It can be faster. Oh. Pretty cool, no? If I do say so myself. It's the little things, you know? Oh, you know what else? Chop off the end of that. And actually, let's adjust this. Ableton creates fades automatically on audio tracks, which for the most part is convenient, except for when it's not. Now, we're already diving into crazy town, but I gotta hit these ideas while I still have them. And this is more of a mixing decision than not. But hey, I'm making and mixing as I go. How about that? Well, how about that? What do I want? I want doubler. So this is a plugin that works actually more or less in the same fashion as the spread on Operator, but it's focused entirely for that. For the purpose of spreading things out, doubling them and modulating them so that you don't have phase issues when going to mono, but you still get that wide reinforcement. Very loud. So the idea is I want to automate this noise so it comes from wide and then like sucks into the middle. Now the question is, can I pull it off? So I'm trying to find the value here. So voice 1 pan show automation. Start there. End there. Give me this. Thank you. Let's try to make the scoops do the scoopy thing. So we want voice 1 pan. Where's voice 2 pan? It's right here. So do the same thing but opposite. Maybe do that. This is where we go to the headphones to see if that really actually did anything. Very hard to say. Very, very hard to say. I'd say it did a little bit. Maybe it needs to be a straight line. Oh, you know what? It's a little weird because I didn't go center, I just swapped them. Which is kind of crazy in itself, but not the effect we wanted. Okay. Now here's another idea. Take this, we duplicate it. Bam. We reverse it again. Oh, that's not reverse. We reverse it again. We run it through a reverb. Let's see how it does on this plate. I like it. I like it a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the audio from PlateVerb and I'm going to record it into this audio track like so. Beautiful. Never has more lovely a sound been sounded. And we don't need that to do that anymore. On arm. Reverse this. Oops. Reverse this. Give it a little more something something going on. Does it make a difference? Who knows? It's a fun thing to do. But now this needs to I wonder I'm going to try this. So the utility has, you can change the, well, we went over this in Jack's project. It has the different modes where you can just play the left channel, you can just play the right channel, you can swap them, or you can do stereo. So in stereo, you can do mid-side mix, which means you can have it 100% play through the middle. Let's just solo that. Wow, that's real quiet. But so that's essentially made it mono, or you could have it 100% from the sides, which obviously is 100% of the sides. So if we automate this, go to do this thingy, then you should get It's real subtle and real quiet, but I like it. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not going to keep this idea, but I'm going to try it. I want to add a kind of gator here and see what happens. And a gator is like, it's like you have a gate that like swings open to let sound out and then swings shut. And a gator is just like an automated opening the gate and closing it, where like a typical gate actually works like a compressor, where if it if it goes beneath a certain threshold, it won't let the sound through, and it functions almost exactly like a compressor, but opposite. So Ableton doesn't have a stock dedicated gator per se, but there's a lot of ways to simulate a gator, and I don't have any gator plugins, unfortunately. So I like to use the Autopan, which is a familiar tool we've seen. Oh. We're going to loop this section. So Autopan will take a signal and bounce it around in the stereo space. It's basically like an LFO, but the cool thing about it is that it shows, or it controls both channels differently. So this is like the traditional use of Autopan right now. If I turn it up all the way, you hear how it's like bouncing back and forth. Oh. Which is pretty cool. We might consider doing something like that to give it more space in the mix, but what I want to do right now, what I want to just try, is you can turn the phase all the way down, and then it's just controlling volume, period. So what I'm trying to do is have it kind of match the pump that's being generated by the beat. So we'll set it to, I'm assuming this is quarter notes. So that makes it nice and tight, opposed to this. Now I do like, I think we want to have a sort of balance between the two. So I just want to give it a slight pulse. So I'm going to turn the amount down to like 50% and see how that sounds. Can y'all hear the difference? And now what I'm thinking is I only want this Autopan pulse on when it's this little groovy part. Otherwise, I do want it to be longer and drawn out. And that helps just create a distinction between sections. So if we listen to the beginning in context, truth be told, we haven't done a whole lot really. Fun fact, this kick is 3 different kicks that I've layered together for a nice little thick boy thump. Alright, I'm starting to get sick of this lead. It needs to come down. I think maybe even less. Not a lot less though. That'd be a prime spot for a sample of some kind. This moment right here, I need like a movie or anime sample to lay over this moment before it goes into this right here. Alright. Let's make this guy usable. Whatever the sample is might determine what the title ends up being. You know? So this is cool. The timing's a bit off. I've done a little bit of warping already, it seems. And that's something I haven't done on stream yet, so let's blow this boy up. So, quantizing is a thing where you can manipulate audio and MIDI to sort of adjust itself to a preset grid that you have going on. Like I have my grid here, and you can set it to however you want. I just have it set to like an adaptive grid, and it's to pretty narrow, so I can do like pretty fine-tuned adjustments. So one of my favorite things about Ableton is you really can manipulate audio clips in a lot of fun, creative ways using their warp engine. So warping is essentially like time stretching and compressing, so that, and they have like a bunch of algorithms running that, depending on, you have a bunch of different modes, and you can try to like, you can play with these and it'll give you a lot of unique textures and stuff, but the best one, if you want to stay true to what the original audio was is Complex or Complex Pro, because that's their most involved algorithm that'll, just try to get you as close to, as close to what the original sound was, but it also very much depends on how drastically you alter it. So I'm making very minute changes, so it shouldn't affect the tone of this at all. But even just those minor adjustments made it lock into the groove a lot better. But just for shites and giggles, let's check out the texture, because this is always an interesting one. I actually like that. It's very, very subtle change, but it adds a little bit of buzziness to it actually, which is good in my opinion. So that's cool. We have that. What else do we need on this here tune? I feel like there's something. Obviously that riser is way too loud. Alright, so I want to fine tune how this operator here is working in terms of how it rises, because I don't want it to be just like a straight line. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to leave it like that, believe it or not. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate the volume of the instrument in a way that I see fit. So start from 0, and we'll try real simple here, just a little dramatic. So what I want to do is actually works too. That's pretty good. Robot, 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 robot. Now, I don't know if this is a gimmick that I've been overusing, but I kind of feel like I want to do like a dramatic stop right here. Like that. I don't know if that's cliche. I'm gonna do it, and if you guys could let me know, that's would be so well. So actually, it's really only the 2 tracks right now, so this is easy. Besides, obviously, the reverb will still be there, but let's. What do you think? Should I clean it up a bit and keep going? Like, do you get the idea? Is it a good idea? I couldn't tell you. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Like a fade out instead of a sudden stop. I do like the idea of it being kind of like a tease, and then it just goes to more chill vibes. Honestly, I'm more used to making bangers. Actually, Kook Soda, you have given me a idea. What is this? This is the. We don't need this anymore. That was the meme. Goodbye, meme. How am I gonna do this, I wonder? I guess the easiest way is to do what we did for Jack's song and route everything into a bus track. Do we need this? Got some useless tracks here. Do I need this? What is this? Is this the same thing? It is. We don't want it. We don't need this. Don't need this. What is this? is a track with literally nothing on it. Well, we don't need that. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay. I will not be derailed. I will not be distracted. Oh, that can stay the way it is. This is gonna send to bus. This is gonna send to bus. This is gonna send to the bus. Oh, wait, we know a fast way to do this. What are we thinking? So, we shift. Bam. Oh, yeah, you guys remember that problem? Not stymieing me this time. Fooled me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. You're never gonna fool me again. You know what? I think we're gonna do a little bit of both of these adheres. So I bust it all to here. Bust a bus. Bust a left. What do we want? Our auto filter. Our true and hearty friend. We want to do some classic automating. It's gonna be like this, and like this, like this, like this, and then it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this. What the heck was that? Oh, it's the reverb. That reverb's cool though. But the reverb's gotta also go into the bus before we start tripping ourselves up in the mixing portion. That's far too dramatic. Honestly, that can come out a little bit farther. Just gets a little too thin at the end. Maybe it goes the whole way. Well, the general idea is there. Much like that one moment in Jack's song, we're gonna come back to that and fine tune it and play with it. That first note where? You talking about in this noise? Or are you talking about in the chords? Saying like just percussion? I think I'd see where you're going maybe. Okay, I see what you're saying, and I like it. I like it a lot. The only thing is making sure that that reverb doesn't bite me. No, that's not what I want. I want. Why does that happen? Alright, we're gonna have to do it this way. Just gonna have to duck both of these. Oh. Do it like this. I feel like I should like add something on top of that kick then. Like you like it with the chords starting on 1? Very, very last note. I don't. What? I do not understand what you are referring to. But I think I want to add something like whoa. Oh. There's got to be something that goes with the kick for this to really be impactful. That's cool. Like just like some air. Was that loud? Wow. Yeah. A Wind Waker? Ooh. Oh, I see. Kind of. Well, we could do it both ways. You feel me? Like, it's a little weird. It might be because this fade is loose. A little bit more. Okay, so here's the Earth. It's chilling. Yeah, it's the higher one. I don't know. For now, I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't think it's gonna work both ways. Um, I do like Kook Soda's suggestion because more so because it's different from what we did to Jack's song, and I don't want to always be using the same tricks on everything. Oh, yo, a Rick Ross ad lib would totally work. I think, in my opinion, Rick Ross ad lib. Let's see. It's a weird YouTube video. I need a lower one.
Alright, now, a lot of people.
Alright, now. No, thank you. Instant sound effect button. Ready? I'll take it. I'll take it. Give it to me. From Diced Pineapples. Is it isolated or is there a beat underneath it? Rick Ross, Diced Pineapples, ad-libs. I don't want to spend too much time looking for a Wind Waker sample either, so we'll do the Rick Ross as a placeholder for now. And if people love it, we're keeping it. I have downloaded the Ricky Rose ad-lib, and I need to put it in the proper folder. I'm not doing it on screen, so y'all can, look at me, I guess. Where is this project folder located? Join the hunt. I think it's in. It's either going to be in here. Or in here. I need to purge a lot of these. Honestly. Boom. Now we got the Ricky Rose. Is that a Wind Waker sample?
Mm-hmm. Wow! Yay! Oh, you're including.
Oh, that is good. This is just good to just have for the samples, honestly. Let's see how this goes, though. Control T. And I'm just going to pitch it down ever so slightly.
Huh. Huh.
Oh, I don't know. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good, though.
Huh.
I don't know, guys. I like the Rick Ross. I think it's fun. Because it's so not a Rick Ross song.
Huh. Huh.
Just add a bit of verb to make him spacey. Space him out. You guys see the nap zone? We got the nap zone over here. The nap zone. Look at Choji. People be hitting on my phone. I am busy.
Huh. 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 Huh.
What if we just made the wild card move and just...
Huh.
Nah, it's too much. It's too crazy. Or... Oh, hey, yeah. What's up, everybody? There's a cat. Now there's an Ableton. question is, I'm battling with the idea of like adding like a longer subline to this section of the bridge portion here. Like not this part, but like well, I guess it's like if you do it and it's bad, just delete it. So I'm gonna do it, and worst case scenario, it's bad. Duh. What happened? I thought I made a MIDI track. Turns out I didn't. What is this? This is the... Oh. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Anyways. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Sub bass. Sub bass. That's a MIDI track. Let's find a nice tasty bass in one of my favorite plugins from Arturia. They've been slowly digitizing a bunch of vintage synthesizers. I'm sure there's purists that say it's not the same, but for me, it's good enough. So this is like, basically this plugin is like a giant collection of all these vintage synthesizers, all localized in one UI, and it's like, it's not well, I don't know if I would say it's not ideal. It's good for finding like a good preset of something quickly. Of course, we need to make some MIDI information. I gotta find the notes. So this is going in this part. So we'll loop it. That works. Alright, well, that was close. We can change the notes. But we more or less got the idea down. Budge over, would you? Oh, that's wrong. I mean, that worked, I think. Oh, this needs to go to the bus. No. What do y'all think? A, can you hear it? B, is it worth keeping? Do share with the class. I think I like it, but I have to change what's the envelope or the automation on the filter sweep is. Yes, and I gotta remember I should be putting all these in their own lanes so that I can just open a track and get to it swiftly. Now we can make this a little more dramatic. I don't know. It's weird with the filter sweep, but it's cool before that. That's nice and subtle. I don't know. Oh no. That's getting to a wrong place. I think just a regular, nothing too fancy for a sub bass. This kind of fits the vibe a little bit. Oh, I have ideas. I like this bass. We're gonna keep this bass. I'm gonna move it off screen for now, so I can try to program some automation. Why you no do this? Please. No, you no do this? That's no good. Will this work? No. What I'm trying to do is automate the Unison detune knob so I can affect it. Oh, can I do it on here? Oh, I can. We have a workaround, ladies and gentlemen. Configure, thank you. It's not 100% there, but the idea is there. I like it. I think It's gonna need some fine tuning around it, or something to. Oh, okay. I have an idea. I was starting an idea, and then I got sidetracked. This needs to be in my synths folder. This needs to be in my synths folder. Oof. Yeah, it's gonna require some fiddling to make the sub bass sound good and still have the filter sweep happen. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna cover it up, so it doesn't even matter. Just kidding. We're gonna revisit that multiple times, no doubt. But we're heading back to operator with the white noise, cause I have ideas. My cat's snoring. It is indeed Chio. She is the snorer. She is the cat of many noises. She's a noisy cat in all the things that she does. So something like that. You can see what I'm going for here. Hot or not, huh? You feel me? You feel me? Maybe this needs to happen right there. Bam. It goes too low. You know what? You know what? I think this wacky riser that we made in the beginning needs to be lower in pitch. That's what I think. could be wrong. The white noise one is far too loud. Oh, that's the okay. That's actually the second oscillator. I think this is volume. Can I solo this? You need to be... What is FX1? Off to make tea and clean the kitchen. Alright, we'll probably be wrapping up soon. For now. Just don't know what FX1 is. I'm gonna see what adding a sub does to this. Except alright, here's an idea. We pitch it back up. That's neat and everything. I really don't hear a sub at all. Oh, well, that's intense. That's fun. That's real fun. Did that help? Who knows? Let's listen to it in context. Yeah, sure, that's cool. Okay, so I don't know if y'all have noticed, but there's some weird chopping going on here. Like there's some envelope crossover. Like when the loop starts, it's a little weird, right? Now the question is it weird good, or should I try to do something about it? Like what is. That is not correct. I think a cleaner cut is achievable and also nicer. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Whoa, we're not moving that. Oh, no. Maybe it needs to be a little less. Oh, that's pretty good. That's the best. That's the best one. Just gonna do this. Yeah, that was an easy enough fix. We need to fix that up a little bit. Yeah. Wow, it's really quiet for some reason. What is happening? It should be playing. Oh, I turned it off. Duh. Alright, let's listen through the whole thing one time and think if any inspiration strikes us for any moment. And if not, I'm probably gonna call it. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Criticals. Wonder who that is. Who that is? Is that the Armenian way to spell Harry? That's interesting. I can see it. It's got that kind of like 80s synthy vibe. Well, besides needing an ending, I don't know if there's anything else I want to do today. Yeah, I mean, besides like leveling, obviously there's stuff popping out, but we're not mixing. We're getting ready to mix. I don't know. I feel like it feels like we didn't add a lot to this song, but the song, what we did add was important, I guess. And it's like we're at that stage of the song where it's the little things that help add variation and move it along. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm satisfied with how much we got done today. I think we took this song from like a 7 to an 8 at least. So yeah. Thanks for dropping by. It was lovely chatting with y'all. We be doing this every week. I'm not sure. Things are subject to change. I'm back to work next week, and I think I'm gonna be working a couple evening shifts. So in that case, if I think I'm gonna be working next Wednesday evening, so we might be moving this particular stream to either Tuesday or Thursday, perhaps, or maybe even Friday. I'm not sure yet. I'll definitely keep you posted. We're getting close. We're getting closer than I ever would have dreamed to getting affiliated. If y'all are enjoying the content, I'd appreciate if you have somebody you know who would also enjoy the content. Let them know about what we got going on here. Because, getting affiliated would be pretty dope. Because this is the stuff that I do have a passion for. So being able to make revenue from it any means possible would be great. But, I recognize we still a long way out from there. But we're moving. This has been nice. We're making progress in a whole lot of ways. We got the little progress bar down there. We got songs that we're starting to churn out again. This has been a very good experience so far, I would say. I want to get to the point where we get some haters in chat. I want somebody to freaking... Good night, Harry. I need somebody to... That's how you know you made it, is when you get people in the chat being like, "Ooh, why'd you do that?" I can't wait. Alright, everybody. Ouch. I mean, I know, but I agree. But that's tough. Alright. Until next time, everybody.